big, beautiful basket with you? Yes, you have a chance to give as well to the Lord. I see Sister Joy lining up to come. Sister Joy is going to give a tribute to Sister Norma on behalf of the church. The
lone figure quietly walked down the old hospital corridor towards maternity ward. Long hair flowed past her waist. The young mother was probably going to visit and help another mother through the La Leche League, a support group like the present day breastfeeding support group. That was probably 1976 or 77. This was the first time that I saw Sister Norma. And as I look there, I see my mother right in back of her. We worked in the hospital those years back. Now fast forward to 1985 or 86. Orrin and I had just returned to Cayman and were worshiping at the Georgetown Church of God Chapel right here. Occasionally we attended the Old Man Bay Church of God where Pastor Allison preached. Sister Norma was there with their children, Davin and Tirza. The setting by the sea was beautiful, but the building was quite rustic to say the least. They drove from West Bay to Old Man Bay, had the morning service, ate a picnic lunch which they prepared before leaving West Bay that morning. The kids may have napped, then they had the evening service. After that, they may have dropped home a few persons in the congregation. Then it was a long drive back to West Bay on roads and with potholes that were not as smooth as nice roads that we have today. The next morning, it would have been back to their secular jobs for the rest of the week. As you know, Pastor Allison, Sister Norma, and family were called to minister at the Georgetown Chapel in 1992. This is 30 years now, Sister Norma was and is Pastor Allison's helpmate in many areas of church life, participating in the choir and the worship team, doing duets with Pastor, and attending many services and events. She served in the ministry mobilization team, etc., faithfully, and continues to do many of those things. Sister Norma is quietly competent. In February 2000, Sherry Ryan, Sister Ida Brown's daughter, visited Cayman. She said that she sensed the Lord telling her to bring Moms in Touch International information with her. She shared this with the ladies at Georgetown Chapel, and thus began our journey with what became called Moms in Prayer International, which continues to this day. I know Pastor Yolanda was the first person to bring it here from Nicaragua as well, over to Triple C School, even before that. So participants have changed through the years, but Sister Norma has consistently been there. It is through this group that I have had the privilege to pray regularly with Sister Norma. She's very responsible. If she says she's going to do something, she's going to do it, okay? She does not gossip. I know I've said this before in regard to her, but that's so important. She does not gossip. She's very confidential, very important. Whatever she does it with excellence. For instance, she and Pastor Allison are a part of CrossFit. She methodically exercises, and you can see her walking most mornings in this area and picking up roadside trash. She's very intentional and careful about what she eats. Sister Norma, she's a good example to all of us, and I need to follow her more in much of that. Sister Norma is a beautiful person and takes care of herself well. But most of all, she is a child of the Most High King. She gave her heart to the Lord as a young person and has kept that path for all of her life. She prays for her 3 children, Davin and Tirza and Siobhan, and for the grandchildren, Kayla, Caden, Ariana, and Trinity. While Siobhan and her children are not biologically for Sister Norma and Pastor Allison, they are theirs in their hearts, minds, and lives. She prays for these children and grandchildren. 'em, 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 ' In Proverbs it says, a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. This is Sister Norma.